Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO City update. Today we're going to be finally doing the beach and the oceanfront project. If you're familiar, last time we essentially lit up the lighthouse and completely redid the city. The boardwalk was originally at our windowsill to the right, but I moved it up here to make room for more and more medieval displays and Lord of the Rings stuff, like Barad-dûr, the Light Knight's Castle, all that good stuff. So I do really enjoy it up here, especially with the lighthouse completely lit up, as well as the custom shrimp shack here, which I'm really proud of. We do have a couple of just nonsense buildings right now, like the Coast Guard Tower that I've been saying I'm going to build for months now, and a couple extraneous buildings kind of sitting around. You know, you have all of this, but essentially I just wanted to get the format correct. And then today we're actually going to be finishing up the beach, which you can see is started, and then the ocean, all of which is custom mills plated, so that way it can all be in line with the boardwalk. These mills plates right here are going to be double stacked, same thing on this side. Eventually, when that portion of the city is renovated and done, that is just to give the illusion of like being over sea level, basically. And then do some steps leading from the beach to the boardwalk. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting day. You can also see, if you're interested in Harry Potter, there is a huge custom Harry Potter build going on in the background. But yeah, I'm excited to actually get this oceanfront done. You can see along the border here we do have that translucent blue to give it that depth to actually look like water. And then up top we are going to have light blue or classic blue here in the dark blue. That's just to give the appearance of some water depth changes as well. I'm going to keep that going all the way throughout. Then the lighthouse all the way in the back is completely dark blue. That is going to be like the deepest portion. Same thing with the sand on the beach. Dark sand is going to be up front, or dark tan sand up front to make it look wet, and then light sand in the tan coloration to the back. All the minifigures are just kind of thrown throughout here, just so I can get started on this project. So I'm really excited. Can't wait for it to actually be done. Well, at least the template for it to be done. Then we add minifigures, add some more details to the boardwalk. The boutique hotel will eventually have to go in the back, and plenty of other boats and little sea creatures and all that good stuff. But for today, we're just going to be focused on the mills plating, getting the oceanfront, boardwalk, and beachfront all actually done, so we can start doing some fun customizations from here on out. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can. It helps the channel out a lot. Now let's get started on this build, folks. Alright, so part one of upgrading the beach and oceanfront view is done. I just wanted to show off a couple of the closer mills plates that I built, kind of like the colorations, the patterns, and anything like that I built. In case you're looking at doing this for yourself, then I will do the overall. Good, glad my other tripod light decided to just quit. Then I can show off the other mills plates and show off the overall view, just to show you guys kind of what we're looking at for the future here. For the actual ocean mills plate, I kept that translucent border around the front side and on the side that we're going to be seeing from like the desk view and the camera view. I used two different shades of blue, and this was supposed to be dark blue. However, I don't have any 4x4 for the dark blue, and this is already a relatively tricky color to get in bulk, so oh well, the ocean's not perfectly straight for depth anyways. So basically I did standard blue and dark blue, and the reasoning that it drops off to this point is supposed to be exactly that. It's the drop off from when the water goes to maybe you can stand here to not. You know, we got some steep drop offs in here, so watch out for those rip currents, people. But essentially right in here is going to be relatively shallow, and then all the way from here to pretty much the lighthouse is going to be dark blue to signify that that is where it drops off. Obviously, if in the ideal world this would be a little bit staggered, but for now this is going to be perfectly fine for me. Everything else is just a standard mills plate. This is actually a base plate and a half, just with, you know, some connector bricks actually piecing them together on the inside. For the beach, it is also going to be two different colors. It is going to be this dark gray, this dark tan and light tan setup, with tan just on this border here, since that is the direction we're going to be seeing from the camera and from our desk view. Some of these are hollow in the back just because I don't need them to be incredibly sturdy, so I wanted to spare some pieces where I could. As long as you fortify your mills plates in the middle, check and see if you can push down on it, and if you can, you're relatively fine. I try to do some odd like layouts to make it look like, you know, waves have been crashing here a little bit more than here. and like leaving some gaps in some pieces. There are some staircases that are going to be leading up to the double stacked Mills plate that is the boardwalk. It is going to be 3 1x4s, 2 1x4s, and then a straight 1x4 all in that light bluish gray. I have them kind of littered throughout the beach, as you'll see in a moment. And then obviously we have a funny scene going on here. Obviously, when you buy a couple of these extra sets, like the surf shop, you get similar minifigures. So, you know, it's always awkward when one of them runs into each other. So this guy's got a pretty curious face looking at this guy with a shovel, wondering why he's the exact same person. So I'm sure that's going to end well for everybody. But yeah, basically that is the layout and the coloration that I did for the oceanfront and the beachfront. Now, in the future, I'm going to be tiling this off similar to the Ninjago City setup, and then I'll also be having water like coming over the beach to make it look like the tide's coming in or going out. I picked up a few pieces from the Pick-a-Brick wall recently. That's actually what I'm going to use. I'm sitting here. I'm going to be using pieces like this to extend onto the beach a little bit, or just overlap between the beach and the ocean, and then make it look like there's actually water coming in, tile it off, do some like white caps and stuff like that. I'm interested in adding some boats, some depth to all this. Obviously, this is a lot more space for the ocean than I was originally planning, but I am very happy with it overall. I can add some fishing boats, some fishermen on the side. I can start adding maybe like a cargo boat going past, and do some really cool stuff with it. Some dolphins jumping out of the water. So a lot of updates coming soon to this project. Now let's take a look at the overall view. Alright, then here we have the overall view that we're looking at for the beachfront and the city. Again, you can see these little steps are going to be going down through, and you know what, let me reposition this a little bit so we can kind of get a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit better. As I destroy my monitor, that'd be great. So you can see that dark blue is going to be wrapping around the lighthouse and then extending forward all the way in the background. I chose to do dark gray, or I'm sorry, dark tan. I don't know, I can't get that coloration right. For the back half of that beach, that's a little bit of the beat up part. The waves are a little bit nastier. I might do a jetty path going from there to the lighthouse, which is what I originally wanted to do. So that's kind of going to be a project zone. You can see the start of some of the beach decor. Obviously, the boardwalk still needs some construction areas, but we do have some lighthouses, some plant life on here of those like really dark nougat pieces, and a little bit of the dark tan as well. So pretty cool there. There are just some scattered fish just spread throughout over top because I kind of just tossed them up there. And then there are a couple palm trees as well. Everyone on the beach, I'm trying to get like obviously anybody in like the short sleeve shirts, the tank tops, coast guards, some stuff like that, ship captains, you know, a little like Navy guy. And then obviously the boardwalk is going to be under construction here pretty soon, but I am trying to finish up a lot of the Harry Potter project. We have the Battle of the Black Gate going on right now, so it's a very busy time here for the channel, but it is exciting nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another build. This has been upgrading the beach and the ocean front. Let me know of any details or sets that you would like to see me incorporate in the future, and I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody.